For millions of years, dinosaurs ruled the land, towering over forests and plains, confident in their size and strength. But at the edges of rivers and swamps, another predator watched from beneath the surface. It did not roar, it did not chase. It waited, in the silence of ancient waterways. A shadow longer than a bus drifted close to the shoreline. This was Deinosuchus, the colossal crocodile that could pull dinosaurs to their deaths with a single surge of power. Deinosuchus appeared more than 80 million years ago during the Late Cretaceous, when North America was split by a warm inland sea and covered in lush coastal swamps. Life gathered around rivers and lagoons where hadrosaurs came to drink and armored ankylosaurs waded through reeds. Packs of smaller tyrannosaurs patrolled the forest edges, always drawn to the water that made them vulnerable. And in those muddy depths, Deinosuchus waited for its moment. This predator reached lengths of up to 35 feet, making it one of the largest crocodilian species to ever live. Its skull alone stretched more than 6 feet, packed with thick conical teeth built for crushing bone rather than slicing flesh. Modern crocodiles rely on speed and surprise, but Deinosuchus used overwhelming force. Its jaws generated a bite estimated to exceed that of even the largest tyrannosaurs. One snap could fracture armor plates, tear limbs free, or drag entire dinosaurs underwater. Its body was a fortress of thick scales and osteoderms that shielded it from claws and teeth. Its tail was massive and muscular, designed for explosive bursts of speed that turned still rivers into sudden chaos. When prey approached the water, even for a moment, the calm surface could erupt without warning. Deinosuchus ambushed with a single powerful thrust and clamped onto whatever it could reach. And once it had a grip on a hadrosaur's leg or a smaller predator's neck, the fight was already over. Many imagine crocodilians as creatures frozen in time, but Deinosuchus was not just an oversized version of what we see today. Its skull shape, bone structure, and teeth reveal a predator specialized for crushing instead of slicing. It did not simply drag prey underwater to drown. It crushed through armor, bone, and muscle before tearing away massive pieces. It could swallow whole. Its feeding strategy had more in common with certain marine reptiles than with modern crocodiles. The environment it lived in shaped these abilities. Late Cretaceous North America was filled with wide, slow-moving rivers lined with dense vegetation that hid a predator of immense size. Herds of dinosaurs moved through these waterways daily, as they migrated or searched for food. Fossils of hadrosaurs and other herbivores show deep circular bite marks that match the teeth of Deinosuchus perfectly. The evidence is clear that this giant reptile hunted dinosaurs directly instead of scavenging. Some of its most iconic victims were early relatives of Tyrannosaurus, not the giant apex predators of the end Cretaceous, but their smaller cousins that came to drink without realizing the danger. A young tyrannosaur weighing hundreds of kilograms could vanish beneath the surface with only a brief splash. Paleontologists have found bite marks on these predators as well, proving they were not safe at the water's edge. Deinosuchus lived across a vast range from modern Montana and Texas to parts of the eastern United States. It thrived along coastlines influenced by the western interior seaway, where warm temperatures and abundant prey made conditions ideal. Fossil sites in places like Big Bend, Texas, reveal enormous skulls and scattered teeth across ancient riverbeds. These remains paint a picture of a predator that dominated aquatic environments for millions of years. Its growth pattern sets it apart from many crocodilians. Instead of reaching adult size quickly, Deinosuchus grew slowly for decades, adding layer after layer of bone. Some individuals may have lived more than 50 years, growing larger each season until they reached their colossal final size. This long lifespan allowed them to maintain territories and command hunting grounds with unmatched authority. Yet even with its strength and mass, Deinosuchus was not invincible. Large theropod dinosaurs remained threats on land. If the crocodilian ventured too far from water, it lost its greatest advantage and could be challenged or injured. Conflicts between Deinosuchus and land predators likely occurred where both scavenged carcasses, but at the river's edge, Deinosuchus ruled without question. Its hatchlings faced dangers of their own. Nests built along riverbanks were exposed to predators like small dinosaurs, early mammals, and other reptiles. Many young Deinosuchus never survived their early years. Those that did spent their youth hiding in shallow waters and feeding on fish, insects, and amphibians until they grew strong enough to hunt larger prey. The extinction of Deinosuchus came long before the asteroid that ended the age of dinosaurs. As the inland sea receded and coastlines shifted, its habitat began to shrink. Vast wetlands transformed into drier landscapes, and the rivers that once supported these giants changed course. Prey availability dropped, ecosystems collapsed, and Deinosuchus disappeared with the loss of the environments it depended on. Its legacy lives on in modern crocodilians that echo pieces of its behavior. Saltwater crocodiles, Nile crocodiles, and gharials wait in silence, strike without warning, and dominate their waterways through patience and power. Yet none of them approach the scale or crushing strength of their ancient relative. To hold a Deinosuchus tooth is to touch the weapon of an animal capable of breaking dinosaur bones. To stand beside its reconstructed skull is to confront a predator that rivaled some of the most dangerous creatures of its era. The Cretaceous is remembered for towering dinosaurs and vast marine reptiles. But in the murky waters of ancient North America, another apex hunter ruled the shadows. The story of Deinosuchus is the story of evolution refining a simple concept to perfection: ambush, power, patience, survival. These traits carried crocodilians through mass extinctions and global upheavals that destroyed countless other species. Deinosuchus was the pinnacle of that lineage in its time, a demonstration of what crocodilian design could achieve under the right conditions. Even today, paleontologists continue to uncover fossils that reveal more about this remarkable predator. Each discovery adds detail to a creature that lived without fear in the rivers of prehistory. Though it vanished before the end of the dinosaur era, Deinosuchus remains one of the most formidable hunters to ever exist. It ruled without roar or chase. It conquered through silence. It waited beneath ancient waters for the perfect moment to strike. And for millions of years, dinosaurs learned to fear the places where the river ran dark, because beneath the surface, a giant waited.